The Lord Jesus Christ became a perfect example of what we are speaking about here. In Mark chapter 1 from verse 35, the Bible tells us, Mark chapter 1 from verse 35. Let me share my screen now. Mark 1:35 to 38. Now in the morning, having risen a long while before daylight, he, that is the Lord Jesus Christ, went out and departed to a solitary place, and there he prayed. And Simon and those who were with him searched for him. When they found him, they said to him, "Everyone is looking for you." But he said to them, "Let us go into the next towns, that I may preach there also, because for this purpose I have come forth." Now, what is happening here? The Lord Jesus Christ had gone to Peter's house. Peter's mother-in-law was sick. He laid hands on her. She became well. They brought so many people to the house. He prayed for them, healed them. Every one of them healed. Every one of them healed. Then, in the wee hours of the day, before anybody had woken up, he went to a quiet place, located a quiet place, and there he went and prayed. Then they began to look for him. So you can imagine how solitary that place would have been. But they searched him out. They found him out and said, "Everyone is looking for you." In other words, people have gathered. And what did the Lord say to them? He said, "Let's go to the next town, that I may preach." He did not go back with them. Instead, he pulled them with him to go to the next town. Why was that the case? Let's look at John chapter 5. John chapter 5, verse 30. And we'll see that the Lord Jesus Christ always sought instruction on a daily basis. In John 5, verse 30, he says, "I can of myself do nothing. As I hear, I judge. And my judgment is righteous, because I do not seek my own will." He said, "I have given up my will. I've given up my authority. But the will of the Father who sent me." This was the Lord's position daily. To daily take time off and seek the face of the Father. What is your instruction for me today? What would you have me to do today? That was the pattern. That was what happened in Mark 1. Having heard from the Father, go to so and so town. It didn't matter the pressure to go back to Peter's house to pray for the multitude that gathered, and there's no question the multitudes had gathered. But he needed to go. The timetable, his what do you call it? Is it his schedule that heaven had was that he should go to the next town, and he had to go. So we must also seek heaven's schedule for us, because there's a schedule for you and I. What we must be doing every day. When we get into the place of depression, despondency, as if we are lost, we don't know anything, it is because we are not following the schedule of heaven. We are following our own schedule, and our schedule has nothing. Even in a time like this, when there are lockdowns, either or official or private lockdowns, where it's difficult to move around and to interact with other people, there is a schedule for you for this period. It might be that you just stay in one place. There are people who are involved in business who believe that they should move around so that they can do, because that is the human way of doing things. That if you are to do business, you must be all over the place. But God's schedule might be for you to be calm, to sit in one place, to spend time with Him. So you need on a day-to-day basis to find out from the Lord, what is your instruction from me today? Not what is your instruction for the next 1 month. What is your instruction today? As you are praying, before you even pray, "Give us this day our daily bread," you are asking, what is your instruction for me today? In John chapter 7, verse 18. John 7:18, the Lord Jesus Christ made a very profound statement. He said, "He who speaks from himself seeks his own glory. He who is doing his own thing seeks his own glory. The man that has decided that this is my schedule seeks his own glory. But he who seeks the glory of the one who sent him is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. When you seek the glory of God, whatever God is asking you to do is of God. It is for the glory of God. So it doesn't matter what people think about what you are doing. Because you remember, you have relinquished allegiance. You have relinquished your authority. You have died to yourself, as it were. And now you are saying, Lord, whatever you do, whatever you want me to do, let's do it. Give me your schedule and we'll do it. And like I said earlier, the schedule, the word you're going to hear from God may not impress you. It may seem like it has nothing to do with what is on your mind. But that is the beauty of God. It's not as if God does not know what is pressing on your heart. He knows. But he knows that as much as it is pressing on your heart, the way you want to go is not going to get you the result. His way is what is going to get you the result. So we need to learn that.